evening. It's Friday, April 12th. This is our first Friday night back on the boat with our second leg. The sun's out. The wind has stopped. It's a beautiful Friday night. We moved on board Sunday after spending several days last week. I always like to give the boat a quick refresh. Washing bedding and really wiping everything down. Really focused on the inside. And then it rained for 4 days. It started raining Monday, and it rained. Yeah, it was
rained.
pretty miserable.
It rained and it rained. It's probably the worst 4 days we ever spent on the boat.
On the boat, because if we were in the marina, we would have gone home, right?
I couldn't play with my drone, so I might have a little bit here on this one. I did take off from the bow and brought it back, but it was really too windy. But I like to update our family and our friends. And I want to give you a little bit of an idea of what it's been like, because everything we do, we're not really prepared for it. We weren't prepared when we went home. We weren't prepared when we came back.
Well, one of us wasn't prepared. I loved being home. But it was different. For people that are going to be looping, just a heads up, we did not go home one time. I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to break our momentum. I didn't want to have to, gear up and then gear down. So we didn't go home at all. And then we did go home for almost 5 months. Supposed to be 4, just because of the nature of our house. And just, I felt like, we needed a break.
And by now, everybody knows the lock situation.
Right. But last year when we started on July 5th, the boat had been commissioned. It went in the water like mid-April, and the boat was all cleaned up. All the work was done. We had been staying on it. So the day we left, it was really no big deal. It was almost like leaving to go on vacation.
Yeah, it really was like leaving to go on vacation.
Yeah, and what we were doing, the Delaware Bay and the ocean, had already done that, and whatever, So it didn't really seem that big of a deal. Whereas coming down here, now we have 3,000 miles under our belt. We kind of know a little bit more what we're facing, but it just was kind of hard to get to get back into the groove. One thing that we did that we really liked and we're glad, we did stay in a hotel to kind of ease the transition. I did not want to stay on the boat and have it be a total mess. I like it to be somewhat cleaned up and organized, so that part worked out okay.
I've been taking some pictures in the marina, but there wasn't really much to photograph when it was pouring down rain. It's been a little harder than I thought. Like Lorraine said, it was nothing like getting on the boat and going on vacation. And we've talked to other friends, other looper friends, and like John says, you're going to find it's just like starting all over again. We found it was harder than starting all over again. I think 5 months was way too much, but again, the way the circumstances were, we could still be home. Mm-hmm. Today, I felt like I got a good bit done. I got the oil changed, the filters, Raycor filter. We've run the boat. The generator runs. So that part's kind of where we want to be. I did want to say something about Mississippi. What do you think? I mean, not to disparage it at all, but
No,
it's not New York. It's not York. It's not even Chicago.
Yeah, it's different. I told the girl at the liquor store today, I said, I love your gas prices, but I can buy my wine a lot cheaper. It's just this
Selection.
The selection, small town, I guess. Yeah, it's some of the standards of service we found even at the hotel. Not that we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. It was nice, but it just, I don't know, just a little bit different. Not that York is, New York City.
When we were traveling, we weren't staying any place long enough to get a feel. So that's good. But we're on first name basis with almost everybody at Walmart. We've been there
Every day.
Every day.
I think every day since we've been here.
That's how pathetic our life has been. uh, the sun comes out, everything feels different.
Yeah.
This marina, and I'm going to show you some pictures of this marina, and I don't want to disparage this marina, Midway. They've been great to us. And if you're coming down the river, if that's ever possible again, it's a great one-night place. Guys, really nice restaurant, nice people, nice waitresses. They all have the southern accent. They call you sir and yes ma'am and honey. And we think this marina was originally like somebody had grand plans. There's a venue for weddings, there's a park, there's cabins, but somewhere along the way I think something happened.
Fallen into a bit of disrepair, I think.
And we know the owners, we've talked to them.
And it was a great place to keep the boat. As far as the price, it worked out really well. I have no regrets about that. We still wish we would have made it to Mobile, but that's water over the dam. We both, I know I was ready to get off the boat.
I'm not sure there's any water going over the dam at the moment, but that's water through the lock.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah.
But anyway, I say this a lot, and I mean it. I appreciate anybody that sticks with us and watches it, and I wanted to kind of give you a sense. Right now, the river's beautiful. You can probably hear the wind. It's been windy ever since we got here. We can get to Tupelo without using a GPS. I mean, we're getting a little bit too familiar. So my advice is, I would say we probably came back 2 weeks too early, but Lorraine wanted to come back desperately.
No. We're back here.
I was worried about the boat. The boat had, you guys know that we had a terrible cold winter down here, 18 degrees in Mississippi.
Yeah, we were a little concerned that we winterized, but did we winterize to the full extent? But I didn't want to be rushed either. My biggest fear over the winter was when we were coming down in March is that he'd want to be out of here in a week, and I knew that we needed more time to get organized and provisioned, and plus in March, I can't imagine the weather probably wouldn't have been quite this nice. Not that this was nice, but
yeah, I put on shorts today for the first time. So anyway, not to belabor it, I have a few clips. Just walking around, give you a sense again of the marina without it raining. We've met some really interesting people.
How about the laundry? The day I went to last day we went to the laundromat by the hotel.
Well, I'm not sure that wouldn't be anywhere, but there was 2 young guys in there.
I thought they were homeless.
They were homeless.
Well, by choice though.
They were great guys. I spoke to them quite a bit. I actually gave them some money. 2 young kids, one from Alaska, one from South Carolina, just living truly the hobo life.
With their music.
With their music, although their guitar didn't have any strings at the moment.
And they had a
dog named Boo, or whatever they named him. I like those people, those young guys, because they were very open and honest and appreciative of. So another lady brought them a bag of food.
Yeah.
And they came in because they were soaked. It was pouring down rain the night before. They had slept under a 18-wheeler.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
and they came in the morning then?
To dry off.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they slept there all night.
Another guy on the dock that I've talked to last year was a Navy flyer in Vietnam. Got a Silver Star. His name is Tom. I have such admiration for him. So we've met some friends, but nobody that I would consider a looper.
Yeah, there aren't really any loopers here. There are some loopers around us, and I think everybody will be circling and heading to Kingfisher within the next month, I'd say. I think we will be catching up. Another thing that's interesting is there have been very few barges.
I was just going to say that the river is like, there's nobody out there
Yeah.
because there's no place to go.
Well, we have seen two barges, I think two or three, but typically you would see maybe 5 to 10 or more in a day.
Yeah,
Because they can't get through. Like there is some barge traffic, I guess, going to maybe Columbus, but yeah, it's been kind of interesting.
So anyway, that's the current status of Retriever. It's Friday night. Hopefully, in less than 2 weeks, we'll head back up the river, and I can maybe do some videos.
It'll be a little bit of a shakedown for the boat.
Yeah, showing you again the river, and maybe fly the drone from the boat. But anyway, that's where we're at. I think my advice would be give yourself 2 weeks when you come back, and 2 weeks when you go home to even begin to get your head straight.
Till the next time. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching.
We get food for the day. One of us could get any kind of like a shrimp kind of thing. Yeah. So maybe we could get.
So if you want to see how bad it gets and why some people really sort of despise liveaboards, pretty disgusting. I guess they're just deserted boats, but so this is the first sunny day we've had. I'm going to just take a little bit of a walk and show you the marina. Not sure what the wind noise is going to be like here. So here's Retriever on the end of D-Dock where we've been. Haven't really gotten to the outside yet, but we're in pretty good shape on the inside.